DC News Now at 4.
This is where Fairfax County Police say a vicious attack of a bus driver happened, and they're asking for your help to find the person who did it and hold him responsible.
We've had some quieter conditions today, but we'll let you know when some heavier rainfall could try to work back in on Wednesday.
Moving forward in Ward 8, voters head to the polls to vote on their next DC council member. Parties over. How Montgomery County Council is cracking down on unlicensed parties. DC News Now tracks grocery prices at major retailers. We're stretching your dollar with the latest prices hitting shelves.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Tosin Fakile. Mark Hall will join us later tonight. We begin in Virginia. Fairfax County Police asking for your help figuring out who this is and where he is. The man is accused of brutally beating a bus driver last week in Lorton, DC News Now's Max Marcilla joins us live at the intersection of Cranford Street and Gunston Cove Road where that attack happened. Max, what are police saying?
Well, Tosin, they're saying this was such a vicious attack that it left that 70-year-old bus driver with fairly serious injuries, brought him to the hospital. He is out of the hospital, but will have to go back for more treatment. That's how bad of an attack they're talking about. Now, this happened last week. We're still here a week later. Police don't know who did it or where they are, but they do know what that person looks like. Take a look at this video police are sharing with us. It's surveillance video from that bus, and you can see the man getting on and off the bus in this video. Now, police say other surveillance video, which they're not sharing because of its violent nature, shows the man on your screen first exchange words with the driver, then punch him a number of times before dragging the driver off of the bus and continuing the beating. Now, back out here live in Lorton, we want to show you exactly where this happened. Tosin, you mentioned the intersection. I'm going to step out of the way, and you can see there are a couple of bus stops here on Gunston Cove Road, and it is somewhere along this intersection where it happened. Police say it started when the suspect stood in front of the bus. Now, it's not clear why he did that or what escalated the dispute, but police are clear that violence of the nature that they described was completely uncalled for, and it's led to a $3,000 reward from Crime Solvers.
When they were presented with the evidence of the crime, the video of the crime, the surveillance footage of this, they saw the significance, the violent actions that were taken by this individual, and they recognized the immediate need and importance to get someone like this into custody.
Now, police say that $3,000 reward, that doesn't happen in a lot of cases like this, but it just shows the gravity of the situation, the scale of the attack, that the reward is what it is for this aggravated assault case. Now, Tosin, police spent the morning with their detectives out in this neighborhood, nearby businesses, nearby bus stops, a couple down the block, where they have posted a flyer with that $3,000 reward and the picture of the person they're looking for. They are asking again for anyone to help them with this investigation. Reporting live in Lorton, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Max, thank you for that very important update. Time to talk our weather in our region. Thunder, lightning, and rain across the DMV yesterday. Take a look at this video. Last night's rainfall closing this Maryland road. That's Beach Drive between Connecticut Avenue and Kensington Parkway in Montgomery County. So are we going to see something similar later tonight? Well, let's talk to meteorologist Damon Matson for a first look at our forecast. Damon, yesterday was a little wild. Today, things are better, yes?
Relatively tame compared to yesterday, Tosin, that's for sure. I mean, all those images we continue to see of all the flooding, the roadways that were blocked off, seriously caused some problems, especially near the DC Metro on Monday. But we don't have anything similar, but the threat for some rainfall hasn't completely gone away. But notice, as far as a flood watch is concerned, we are all in the clear with one exception. St. Mary's County was included here as the threat for heavier rainfall today is just south of us, but a little bit of that rain has been working into St. Mary's County, and it's slow moving, so flooding will remain a possibility there until midnight. The rest of us, though, not really worried about much as we move on toward the late afternoon, early evening. There is some of that heavier rain right near the Lexington Park area. Again, you have to go all the way down towards central Virginia to find any active warnings. Things have stayed relatively tame across southern Maryland, but that was one of the areas that was hit very hard by that heavy rain on Monday, including the D.C. Metro and the Shenandoah Valley. So we'll continue to see a few isolated showers and storms across some of our southern counties. The rest of us, though, will end the day without even a drop of rainfall. A nice change of pace, no doubt. However, as we head into the day on Wednesday, are we ramping back up for the possibility of some flooding? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon. Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. 4 candidates vying to be the next DC council member for Ward 8. It is a special election after the council expelled Trayon White in February. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live at the Anacostia Community Library. And Daniel, White is looking to reclaim his seat.
That he is, Tosin. He was arrested by the FBI last August on charges of getting about more than $150,000 in bribes to get government employees to continue to extend contracts for violence interruption programs. So the council expelled him over that issue after an internal council investigation. But he is facing now 3 other challenges in this special election. His challengers include Mike Austin, an attorney, former chief of staff in the Office of the Deputy Mayor of Economic Development and former ANC chair. You also have Sheila Bunn, most recently chief of staff for Councilmember Vincent Gray, and she also served as chief of staff for Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton. And finally, Salim Adolfo, currently the ANC chair from Congress Heights, a community activist and also working in the nonprofit sector. We talked to voters today about their thoughts on who's got the best shot in this election and how they're making their decision.
Everybody make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes you got to move on. He has done a lot for Ward 8.
No, I think it's important to vote and get a council member who's not accused of a bunch of illegal activities.
So we will have to see what happens when the polls close tonight. Trayon White could very well be elected again, in which case the council would then have to convene to try to expel him for a second time. We're live in Anacostia. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thank you. And of course, we'll have continuing coverage all night right here on DC News Now. And for the latest results, head to our website, dcnewsnow.com. Taking a live look at the White House, where an all clear was given after officials say someone threw a cell phone over the White House fence. A law enforcement source confirming that information to our network News Nation. It happened at about 11:30 this morning. News Nation says an area of the White House was cleared out until Secret Service confirmed the phone safe. It's unclear if any charges have been filed. We have new video this afternoon. DC police releasing surveillance footage of several suspects shoving merchandise into bags. It happened on June 30th on M Street in Northwest. That's in Georgetown. Anyone with information about this incident is asked to call police. In Montgomery County, leaders are cracking down on illegal house parties causing problems in many communities. County Council took a vote this morning to decide if there'll now be heftier fines for people who throw large parties without the proper permits. DC News Now's Kevon Dupree covers Montgomery County for us. He joins us live from downtown Rockville. Kevon, what can you tell us?
That's right, Tosin. County Council voted unanimously for Bill 1325 to increase penalties for people who throw those illegal house parties here in Montgomery County. Now on your screen now, you should be able to see one of those parties that took place last year. The legislation prohibits any unlicensed parties such as those for profit without filing the proper paperwork. It also increases fines for anyone who is caught throwing an illegal party from a maximum of $500 to a maximum of $5,000. The bill was introduced by council members Don Lukey and Andrew Friedson after several illegal house parties took place in their districts in recent years. Both say they're pleased with today's vote.
This was incredibly important, not just for my district, but across the county, where it's not that we didn't have some tools available, they just weren't functioning quite right in terms of both deterrence and enforcement.
These are not appropriate, they're not safe, and they're not reasonable to have in neighborhoods, and appreciate the work that we're doing here to crack down on them.
And Bill 1325 will go into effect once County Executive Mark Elrich signs it into law. Reporting live in Rockville, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
All right, Kevon, thank you. We're still in Montgomery County, where leaders there stepping up for federal workers. Today, the council unanimously passed a bill giving laid off federal employees a leg up when applying for county jobs. It's a response to the wave of job cuts under the Trump administration. Officials say there have been more than 4,000 in the county since January. Leaders say it's about keeping those workers and their experience at home in the county. We're checking in on a new curfew for kids in one Maryland city. The mayor in Laurel says the citywide restrictions that started on Friday apply to kids 17 and younger. You'll need to be with a parent or guardian to stay out between 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. There are some exceptions for kids going home from school, religious events, or volunteer activities.
On July the 5th, juveniles came into our city, and it was causing disruption. And so the Chief of Police and the city administration got together, so we imposed a curfew.
The curfew is every night through the end of August.